It had been about 3 years since my last passion project. Wasn't sure if if friends of mine were even willing to help out just because I didn't have the funds to pay them. From that specific problem, it was me just trying to believe in myself. And I just wasn't sure if this class was going to really help me with that. After going through the program, I finally shot a project, my own project after so many years. And I was confident enough to even submit it into a film showcase here in Sacramento. It was the first time I ever watched one of my own films with a live audience, and to hear people actually laughing at the jokes that I wrote, and they like applauded or asking questions about like how I even filmed it. It just really showed that, okay, my work is worth watching. My name is Arman Lopez, and I am a aspiring director from Sacramento. Challenges I faced before getting into the class: while I've been working in film for 4 years, helping with other projects, I had trouble getting my own stories off the ground, wanting to direct my own stuff because I just had low confidence in myself. Wasn't sure if friends of mine were even willing to help out because I didn't have the funds to pay them. It was just a lot of not believing in myself to get started on actually getting those projects done. It had been about 3 years since my last passion project. So I would say it was a 3-year stint of just not doing my own stuff. Some of the doubts I had before getting into the program was I just wasn't sure if this class was really going to help me, because I knew that the problem was my own self-confidence. And from that specific problem, it was me just trying to believe in myself. My problem specifically was my self-confidence in filmmaking. I had doubts at even calling myself a filmmaker because I was just so low on myself at the time. So I wasn't even sure if this class was going to help me solve that problem and to get started on doing my own projects again. There were other programs I tried joining before. While they helped me learn some more, get some more knowledge on how to do filmmaking, like whether it's production or post or whatever, it wasn't what I needed. It wasn't, I guess that was the best way I could phrase it. Yeah. It just wasn't what I needed. I think there was two things that made me choose this program. One of them was definitely knowing that this was going to be like a live class, or like, I would have live interactions with whoever's in the class with me. Just having that, because other courses you're kind of just learning something from the computer screen. There's no back and forth interaction. Maybe you might email back and forth, but there's not like this face-to-face interaction. So that was definitely something that sold me on it, because I'm really big on, when I'm trying to learn something, that kind of relationship between this, like me and the teacher or my classmates, that's really a big part of me for learning something. And the other thing is, Darius is I saw myself in him, that he's a filmmaker just like I am out there. He's not in Hollywood yet, but he's still able to make a feature film and do really well with it, And I thought, okay, well, if he can do it, I want to do that. Who else better to learn from someone who did it without the backing of Hollywood, without any of those, like, yeah. I think shooting from day one helped because it just got me right back into the thick of things. Just get the camera out and start shooting. Don't overthink so much, because that was also another problem that led to a low confidence, is because I used to overthink so much. Like, oh, I need to have this many people, I need to have the right story, I need to have all this gear or whatever. But shooting from day one, making it as simple as possible, just get the camera and go, got the ball rolling pretty much. Kind of helped me get back into the driver's seat of filmmaking. Putting everything in the form of an assignment where you have the step-by-step process and you have a deadline, I think it did help, because there's kind of a pressure to, like, hey, I need to get this done now, so I should get this going. I shouldn't put this off, because I know for a lot of people out there, you would think of an idea and want to do it, but then you get caught up in the day-to-day things like, oh, I need to do this, I have work. You kind of just put that in your back pocket and think about it. With something like this where you have an assignment due, it helped me a lot because I had to set time aside to actually work on it. Otherwise, I feel like I'm turning it in. Like, having a structure, it helped a lot because, for a little background, I was self-taught. I learned from just YouTube videos and stuff. I didn't go to film school. So having a step-by-step process made things easier. Having a foundation of, all right, we're looking for you to specifically do this. It helped because when I achieved it, I was like, okay, now I know how to do this. I know this concept. If we were focusing on a certain thing and I did the assignment and it worked, now I knew I could do that specific concept. Like, it was tried and true. This is the first time I've ever had like sort of structure. Before it was kind of just like, I'm gonna try doing this, and I kind of had a like, oh, I knew I need to write something before I shoot, or I knew I need to maybe think of a couple shots before I start shooting something. But now having an actual structure, like, oh, okay, we need this so that the next step works, so that it makes it easier on me to film something at the end. It just simplifies things, makes it so much easier. That makes projects less intimidating to even think about. The program helped with that confidence issue. Honestly, it was the class, being able to meet other filmmakers who were having pretty much the same problem as me. And when we would do our assignments and we would review each other's assignments, and everybody gave great constructive criticism, reassurance, validation, just telling you, like, yeah, this is, you were like, you should be doing it. And being able to meet up week after week, that confidence building again and again from other filmmakers really helped me. After going through the program, I finally shot a project, my own project, after so many years. And I was confident enough to even submit it into a film showcase here in Sacramento. I was confident in my own work to finally show it to other people and not think that it was gonna be shit. That moment was important because validation, reassurance, people actually like your work and you should keep doing this. It was the first time I ever watched one of my own films with a live audience. To hear people actually laughing at the jokes that I wrote, they like applauded or asking questions about like how I even filmed it. It just really showed that, okay, my work is worth watching. It's worth people's time to see it. It was really just reassurance and validation that, yeah, you can do this. You're able to make a good film. I am definitely less intimidated of projects nowadays, yeah, after the class. It's like, for example, the monthly showcase that I entered my film in last time. We have another one coming up, and I've already thought of what I learned in class. I already have an idea of how to put something together that would have had me overthinking things, you know, and yeah, I'm not scared anymore. For someone that's considering to join, if you were suffering the same problems like I was, where you haven't made a film in a few years and you're really itching to do it, but you just can't get yourself to do it, this program is going to help you with that. At least for me, it helped rebuild my confidence. And if that's what something that you may be lacking, you're learning this not by yourself, but with filmmakers from around the world who will give you constructive feedback. That's such a confidence booster. And I know that is definitely sorely needed for a lot of filmmakers. So if you're on the fence, I would highly suggest doing the program.